Hey guys, welcome back. So you can tell the setup today is in my kitchen because we're gonna be doing a what I eat in a day because you guys ask for it everywhere on Instagram, on YouTube. You guys are always asking me to do what I eat in a days. So I figured today would be the day that I show you guys what I eat. I'm in the process of filming like other videos. I'm about to film a get ready with me, so realistically I haven't gotten ready, so that's why I don't have like any makeup on or anything. But it is 11:33. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to eat. I don't know why my stomach isn't feeling too hot today. Like I'm hungry, but I don't know. I don't feel too well. So my first meal is usually eggs or an omelet or eggs and bacon or an egg sandwich. I usually always do eggs in the morning because that's just easy. It's always satisfying. I love all types of eggs, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, fried eggs. I like them all. But I don't know, today I might end up doing something a little bit different. I think I might do a salad, which sounds so boring, but I just feel like I kind of want something light. That's where we're gonna be starting off for today. Like I said, it's 11:30. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't even had coffee. I made coffee earlier and just ended up giving it to Tyler because I don't know what, I just don't feel well. Like my stomach doesn't really feel its best, but I'm gonna have to eat eventually. I've been fasting since about 10 yesterday, so I'm gonna break my fast at 12. So I have about 25 minutes. So I'm just gonna figure out what I'm gonna make, prep it, get all the ingredients out, and then we'll start with the video. So I decided I'm gonna make eggs with some fried cheese and some avocado. I'm not really in the mood for any meat, like any breakfast meats or bacon or anything like that. Normally when I make my food, I use an app called the Carb Counter. Let me get it. Yeah, so I use this app called Carb Manager is what it's called. Sorry if this is at a weird angle. I have to film on my actual camera because my phone, I just cannot vlog on my phone. I don't know what's going on. But this is basically what the app looks like. You put in all of your meals, you put every single thing that you eat, and I put every single thing. And I only do this when I've fallen off and need to get back on track, which actually happened this last weekend with the hurricane that came. Well, kind of came, not really. My best friend's baby shower, there was just, I was eating everything. Like I ate what I want, and I told you guys in previous videos on this topic that if I want to have something, I'm gonna have it. And I was at a baby shower and I wanted everything that they had, so I had everything that they had. So I've fallen off track. I got back on track pretty much yesterday, and I didn't even track what I was eating yesterday. I just kind of ate like intuitively. So today I'm actually gonna track what I'm eating so I can show you guys what I do. It has everything pretty much separated by breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks 1, 2, and 3, exercise, and then it has your net carbs. Hopefully it can focus on this. It has your carbs, your total carbs, your fiber, your fat, your protein, and your calories. So for me, this is only for me and my body and my weight and my height and all that. I have to eat 1,409 calories a day, 88 grams of protein, 110 grams of fat, which I don't ever focus on hitting fats because if you're trying to lose any weight, which I only want to lose about 7 more pounds, I don't have much to go. But if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to really like load your body in fat because you're trying to lose fat. So I don't necessarily hit 110 grams every day, usually hardly ever. What I focus on is making sure that I just don't go over my carbs. And if I do go over my carbs, I don't even stress it out. I just switch it around the next day. So I usually like to plan out what I'm eating like before I make it, so that once I'm eating I can just eat my food. So in here you can search foods, you can search restaurants when you're going to add something to your meal. So for instance, I'm having 2 whole eggs, so that's something that I eat pretty often. So I literally just hit eggs. It gives you what the track is for that. I'm having 2 large eggs, so it's 11 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein, 1 gram of net carbs. So I literally just add that on there, and then I'll go through and I'll add my avocado because I do know I'm having avocado. I also like to use this right here. I bought this at I think Bed Bath & Beyond like 3 years ago. I bought it a really long time ago, but it is a food scale. And I only use it every once in a while if I want to make sure that I'm not eating like too much fat. That's where I'm trying to make sure that I'm not eating like crazy amounts of fat. Normally I think it's like 50 something grams of avocado. I have a paper plate right here, so I'm gonna show you guys really quick what. So basically, I have my paper plate, and this is the food scale. I'm putting it to grams, because it's just easier to read. And I'm putting it back to 0. And then I'm gonna go ahead and weigh my avocado. I have about half of a Hass avocado here. So I'm gonna slowly put it on there just because I don't want it to like freak out. I just start putting it onto the plate and weighing it just so I know how much I'm having. So this is 57 grams of avocado. So I'll then go into my app and I'll put it to 57 grams, and that is 9 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs. So I'll go ahead and save that on there. And then I'm having the fried cheese, which I need to find on here. So I use the queso de freír, this one here. This is the cheese that I have. I bought this at Publix. I was on my mom's side of town and I bought that there. So 1 serving of this, you have to be careful because it's very high in carbs. But since I'm just not feeling the best, I know I'm not gonna eat that much today. So it's 4 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein for 1 serving. And 1 serving, if you look at the back of this, is 28 grams. So I'll go ahead and put this back to 0. Just take this out and we're just gonna cut. I'm gonna start with like really thin slices. We'll start about here. Let's see how much carbs this one is. Okay, so this is already over, yeah, this is way over the amount of grams, so I'm just gonna cut some off. Okay, so this is 27 grams of cheese. So I'm gonna take this, put this back into the little thing and put it back in my Ziploc and just save it for another day. I don't eat this every day at all. This is actually my first time ever buying it. I've had it now, I think twice. So I have my 28 grams of cheese. I have my 57 grams of avocado, and then I'm literally just gonna throw everything into my pan. I'm gonna do my cheese first, just because I don't want there to be eggs on the pan. So I'm gonna throw this in there. You literally don't have to do anything. You just throw it on the pan. So I turn this on, and we're just gonna throw it there. It doesn't need cheese, it doesn't need spray, it doesn't need oil. Just let it cook. For my eggs, I cook my eggs in Kerrygold butter, which is this butter right here. If you've seen people talking about low carb or keto or whatever, they talk about this butter a lot. This is grass-fed, pure Irish butter. So I use a tablespoon of this every single time I make my eggs. It makes the eggs really buttery and really good, but it's a good fat for you as well. And in my eggs, I just have like a handful of spinach. The thing is that everything has carbs, literally everything has carbs except for like oils and stuff like that. So you have to be careful when you're eating even spinach, even things like that. So I have spinach in there. Obviously you want to get your carbs from your vegetables. So this is a good meal to represent that pretty much. So I'm gonna let this fry up. I'm gonna give this a little bit and then I'm gonna put my eggs in there and then I'll show you guys once it's completely assembled. Okay, so my cheese is pretty much done cooking. So I'm literally just gonna throw it off of the pan onto a plate. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my butter, and I usually always do about this much. There's a little bit of avocado on there. I don't care. And then I just go ahead and throw my eggs. Since I used the paper plate earlier to measure my avocado, I didn't want to just throw it away after that. So this is pretty much the food. I'm gonna go ahead and season it. I'm gonna use this garlic sea salt. from Trader Joe's, just a little bit. And I'm gonna use my everything but the bagel seasoning on my avocado. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't use hot sauce. This hot sauce is 0 grams of carbs, so I just drench my food. This is Louisiana hot sauce, by the way, one of my favorites. So that is pretty much my food. I'm going to look at my carb manager. So this meal was 6 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat, and 20 grams of protein, which is pretty good considering the rest of my meals are gonna be pretty small. I have 12 grams of carbs for the rest of the day, and this will probably keep me full until dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I know this was super simple, but this is very realistic for me and what I eat every day. So now that I've eaten, I feel so much better. That was probably it. I was probably just hungry. So now, excuse me, I'm gonna make a coffee because I'm about to start filming. This is literally the easiest thing ever, the easiest thing. I'm gonna use this Starbucks iced coffee. This is the medium roast. I'm going to use a little bit of heavy cream, a very small amount of this because this is very high in carbs, and some ice, and that's it. I use these little mason jars. I got these at Target like 3 years ago. So first, I'm going to start with my heavy cream. This I normally measure. I usually always measure my heavy cream because heavy cream is also high in calories and high in carbs. So this is a tablespoon here. So I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon. We're going to pour the coffee in there. This is a new one, I just got this yesterday. Get it right there. I'm going to put, for a tablespoon of this, it's 6 grams of carbs, which is ridiculous. So I'm gonna do a teaspoon. And this is the white chocolate mocha creamer, the Starbucks brand. Mix that up. And then I'm gonna use some sugar-free vanilla bean syrup. I put a very small amount of this because this has lots of flavor even though it's sugar-free. Yum. Okay, it's perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and drink this while I start to film my videos. This coffee was probably, this is 3 grams of carbs, this is 0, and this was, I have to do the math. I'll do the math and I'll put it under here somewhere. All right guys, so obviously I look a little bit better now. I'm not all dead looking. I'm actually pretty hungry. I didn't think I was gonna be hungry between now and, or between when I ate breakfast and now. It's 3:48, so it's only been 4 hours. I'm honestly surprised that I'm hungry because I'm normally not. Damn, this lighting's really good. I'm honestly not hungry by now. So the last couple of days, Tyler has been making me a tuna sandwich. And I love tuna sandwiches, like especially tuna melt, which is what he's been making me. So this is the bread that I use. This is from the brand Thin Slim Foods, and it's 0 net carb bread. This is the plain flavor. They also have bagels. They have everything flavored bread. They have like honey wheat. They have all these different flavors. So these are 0 grams of carbs per slice of bread. So 0 carbs for a sandwich. 45 calories each slice. So it's about, I think it's 90, right? 45, 90? Yeah, 90 calories for pretty much an entire sandwich. I have some white tuna, which is 0 grams of carbs. Mayo, which is 0 grams of carbs, and the cheese is the only thing that gives me carbs in this sandwich. This is 2 grams of carbs for this specific style of cheese. This is the Bourdain. There's some cheeses that you can find, like I know cheddar is only 1 gram of carbs. Different cheeses have different carb counts to them, but the sandwich overall is gonna be 2 grams of carbs because of this cheese. So it's still a pretty low carb sandwich. If I wanted to just do tuna and that was it, it would be a 0 carb sandwich, which is awesome. I love having this because there's lots of times where I just want something as a snack. So I'll toast one of these, I'll put cream cheese, and I put everything but the bagel seasoning on it, and it's 0 grams of carbs. You can find these, I will leave them linked down below on either thinslimfoods.com, or you can find them on Amazon as well. I got them on Amazon the first time, but Amazon hiked their prices up, whereas the actual website, I think it was $7.99 for a loaf, which I know is a lot compared to what regular bread is, but considering the fact that it's 0 grams of carbs, like, you're not gonna find any bread that's 0 grams of carbs. What I'm gonna do pretty much is toast this bread, very standard. I'm going to throw this into a bowl, put a tablespoon of mayo, put cheese, and that's it. It's very simple. I'm pretty sure I'll still get questions on it, so I'll show how I make it, but it is literally the easiest thing in the entire world. And in my opinion, people that eat sandwiches like this are crazy. I don't eat sandwiches unless they're cut in half. Cut this in half. And that's pretty much my sandwich. 2 grams of carbs, nice slice of cheese, some tuna. I'm going to have this with a bottle of water, and I won't see you guys until dinner. Hey guys, sorry, I know the lighting is kind of bad in here because there's no, see if I can get somewhere where it's better. There's no natural light right now because it's so dark. I guess this is okay. It's 7:58, so it's about time for me to make dinner. I'm hungry, but I'm not starving, but I want something that's really filling so that I don't get hungry later. I have chicken that I made yesterday. I literally just put like chicken tenderloins on the George Foreman grill and grilled the chicken. So I think so that I can use that leftover chicken. I think I only have 2 pieces left. I'm gonna make the tostones de pana. So I get so many questions on like how I make them, and you literally, like with the tostones, you kind of like want to treat them like nachos. So I just load them up with whatever I want. I've made them with shrimp, I've made them with chicken, I've made them with ground beef, I've made them like actual loaded nachos with like sour cream and cheese and salsa and guacamole. I've also made them really simple with just like shrimp and avocado, and then I've also made them like more fancy, like a restaurant style loaded tostones sort of thing with like chicken and onions and peppers and all that stuff. But today I don't feel like going too hard because I'm actually pretty tired. I've been filming and editing all day. I literally filmed 4 videos today, edited 2, uploaded 1. So I'm tired. I actually need to take these lashes off, take this makeup off, but I'm gonna show you guys pretty much what I'm gonna use to make my tostones. So this is basically what I have. I literally have 2 pieces of grilled chicken in here. They're really skinny pieces just because I don't eat a lot of meat. It's been a long time that I eat like a big plate of meat. I don't like it. These are the tostones that I eat. These are tostones de pana. I talked about these on my channel before, but it's pretty much breadfruit. This is a fruit, vegetable, whatever you want to call it. I always have it in Puerto Rico. They make it a lot of different ways, but they actually make it like tostones as well. They look exactly like them. This is what they look like. It looks like tostones, and it comes in a big bag. I have this bag and I actually have 1 more. It's 6 grams of carbs for 3. So it's pretty much 2 grams of carbs per tostón. So I think I'm actually going to do, I have 6 grams of carbs left. So I think I'm gonna do 2 tostones. And when I only do 2, or when I do less than 3, I try to find the bigger size one so that I can make sure I'm really full off of it. I have an avocado. I'm gonna do half of the avocado. I have this salsa here that I made in the blender. It's literally mayo, cilantro, and tartar sauce. That's it. Just the 3 of them drizzled on, and they're so good. Like, it's so good on tacos, on loaded tostones like this, on just chicken. It's so good. So that's that. I have my hot sauce here. I'm actually gonna use this one because it's a lot spicier. It's the habanero hot sauce from Trader Joe's. And this is 0 grams of carbs as well. And then I have fresh cilantro because I love cilantro on my food. Oh, I need cheese. So for this time that I make them, I'm gonna use some mozzarella. It changes every time. Sometimes I use goat cheese, sometimes I use cheddar cheese, sometimes I use Mexican cheese. I'm gonna use mozzarella for this one. And since I already have this chicken prepped, this is going to be very, very, very easy to do. I always burn a candle when I cook because I cannot stand my house smelling like food. I have some oil here from the other day that I made the tostones, so I literally just have to bring this out, put this over here. I have to reheat these, but I hate microwaving really any food, but especially meat. I don't like microwaving meat. So I'm going to put these in a little pan and just let these heat up again and cook. And I'm gonna actually shred them and like cut it up into little pieces of chicken. This is my other bag. I'm gonna check and see if there's bigger pieces in here. This bag is pretty empty actually. Okay, I'll probably do, I'm actually probably gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 2 bigger ones and a small one. So that right there is my carbs for the day. So that is my carb intake for the day. Chicken is 0 carbs. Sorry. Chicken is 0 carbs. The cheese is 1 gram of carbs for, oh actually it's 0 grams of carbs. 0 carbs for the cheese. The sauce is 0 carbs. The avocado is gonna be about a carb. So I'll probably go over by like a carb today. But like I told you guys before, I don't beat myself up if I eat over. I try not to eat over all the time. But now that I'm having kind of like a higher carb day today, tomorrow I will just eat a little bit lower in carbs. So I'm just cutting my avocado. I'm gonna save this half for tomorrow. I usually eat my avocado in halves, so I'm just gonna slice this up. I'm gonna measure it again just to make sure that it's around the 57 grams because everything always weighs differently. I got my scale, I'm gonna turn it on. We're in the grams still. So this is 55 grams, so I'm just gonna go into my tracker. And for dinner, I'm gonna add avocado. It's 55 grams, so it's 1 gram of carbs. I'm gonna go into my pana, which I eat this pretty often, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put those in there. I have chicken, which is 0 carbs anyway, and the cheese. The cheese I don't have saved, but I'm going to scan it, which is really easy. You just find the barcode and you scan the barcode and it pops the, I don't know if you guys can see, it brings up the food. If I do, let's put it back to 0. It's 28 grams of cheese. This is serving. That's 15. I feel like that's more than enough. So I'm gonna do 15 grams of, oh, I was gonna say, of course it doesn't let me, and it's 0 grams of carbs. So this is pretty much what my day is going to look like. It is 19 grams out of the 18 grams of carbs, so I did go over 1 gram. 65 grams of fat, 84 grams of protein, so I almost hit my protein, and under 1,400 calories, which is good. I'm actually under 1,100 calories, which is pretty good. Looking over here, my chicken is pretty sure it's already ready, but I'm gonna leave it there just so it stays hot. Turn this on. While this is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some cilantro as well. So while the tostones are still cooking, I've already flipped them. I'm going to slice up the chicken. I prefer my chicken in shreds. Like, I love shredded chicken, but it takes kind of long sometimes. So I'm going to start off by just cutting. Just to get the pieces smaller, and then I'll shred if I can. So when I shred my chicken, I literally just take 2 forks and one piece grabs it and the other piece pulls, and it ends up shredded like that. Okay, so that's pretty much the chicken. Okay, so here's what they look like. Nice and crispy and drained on the paper towel. Now it's time to plate them and eat them. There's like oil on this plate, so I'm not gonna use that, but. So I put them down. I like to put a little bit of cheese first because the cheese melts. And you can literally use any cheese. Like, I never have a preference. I just use whatever I'm in the mood for. So I put the cheese. Then I put a little bit of sauce just so that it holds. I think it's clogged. Wow, of course that would happen to me. Well, that just exploded on me, guys. The whole top came off. Anyways. Oh, and again. Do you guys see it? It's literally all over me. I obviously need to get new squirters. Okay. Well, that was a fail. I literally have green sauce all over my shirt. Now I'm gonna take the chicken and put it on top. And I end up like bunching them all together because I eat them with a fork, like a fork and a knife. Then we're gonna do the avocado. We're gonna do cilantro. I love cilantro. I love all herbs like basil, parsley, cilantro, thyme, rosemary. Love them all. Then on top, we're gonna put the rest of the cheese. This isn't any more than what I originally weighed out. This is just the rest of it. Let's see if I can make this work because I want to put a little bit more on top. I'm gonna do just a drizzle so that this thing doesn't freaking explode on me. And then we're gonna top it off with hot sauce. You don't have to do this, but I like my food spicy, so. All right, guys, so this is basically the last meal, loaded panes tostones with chicken, avocado, cheese, cilantro sauce, cilantro, and hot sauce. So you guys can see now that this is a very, very easy meal. Very easy, very lazy, but delicious. It makes you feel like you're cheating, and it's very, very filling. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. It's 8:30 now, so I need to hurry and eat. I'm just gonna drink a bottle of water with this, and that's pretty much it. I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first low carb, what I eat in a day. Hopefully these all were easy enough recipes, which they definitely were. I'll give you guys some more creative ones the next time I do it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.